Here I'm sharing what a host agency is and why I think partnering with a host agency is the best way to get started as a travel agent. I'm Jill, I'm a travel advisor and entrepreneur, and I share insights about working in the travel industry and also getting started with video that you can use in your business or to start a YouTube channel. So whether you're looking to be a travel agent full-time or as a side gig, a host agency can be a really great place to start. So what is a host agency? A host agency is an umbrella agency that will provide you with most things that you need to run your business as a travel advisor. They have the credentials that you'll need in order to be a legitimate reseller of travel. They have really strong supplier and hotel relationships already built that you can take advantage of in your business. Many of them offer training and education opportunities, and usually a great community of other travel agents and experts in the travel business. And much more than that we're going to dive into in this video. So when you decide that you might want to be a travel agent, the information out there can be pretty daunting and overwhelming. There's a mix of conflicting information, probably just like anything, but I wanted to make this video to help you navigate your way through it. So it used to be that if you wanted to be a travel agent, you would just go down to your local travel agency and walk in and talk to a manager and apply for the job and then be brought on or hired as an employee, like as another travel agent in the office, and you would be on the payroll and get a paycheck and get benefits and vacation, just like a regular job. But this isn't how it is anymore. The structure has completely changed. Many of those storefronts ended up closing, and they eliminated the employee, and everything turned to an independent contractor model. This means that you're the owner of your small business and you run it independently. Now, this might sound a little overwhelming, but there's a great way to go about it, and that's where the host agency comes in. So host agencies bring on independent travel agents to work under them. Like, for example, let's say ABC Travel is a host agency. So ABC Travel has all of the certifications they need to be a reseller of travel. They have an IATA number, which is a unique identifier that allows them to conduct business and be a reseller of travel. IATA is the global trade association that regulates aviation by developing standards, practices, and procedures. It stands for the International Air Transport Association. So ABC Travel has also established really strong relationships with cruise lines, tour operators, hotel brands, and other strategic partnerships. And because they have these strong relationships and you're associated with them, you can take advantage of all of those relationships that are already built with the host agency. Now, before we get into all the benefits that a host agency can provide for you, you may be wondering what the structure is. Meaning, do you pay them? How does it all work? Each host agency can be set up a little bit differently, but here are a few examples of how it typically works. Very commonly, what we see is a commission split. This means that any commission that you earn on your travel bookings, you split with the host agency. A common commission split in the industry is 70-30, which means that you'll earn 70% of your commission and 30% will go to your host agency. Some host agencies will have a level of 80-20 split that you can get to as you sell more travel. If you hit a certain threshold in sales, they'll move you into that 80-20 split. Another way it's done is a flat monthly fee. So that monthly fee you will pay to your host agency every single month, and then you will keep 100% of all of the commissions that you earn. Either way, this is how the host agency gets paid by you for all the support and services that they provide to you as a travel agent that we'll go over in this video. So the first one I want to talk about is training. This training can be about destinations, hotel brands, tour operators, marketing, and sometimes even tools that you'll be using in your business, like an itinerary builder and things like that. I think training is one of the most valuable things that a host agency can offer you, especially as a new advisor. They're typically webinars, and you can sign up to watch it live, or once you sign up, you will receive the recording and you can watch it later on your own time. For example, from my host agency, I receive a calendar on Monday with all of the trainings and webinars available for that week. So that way I can sign up to watch the ones that are pertinent to what I'm selling or what I have seen interest in from my clients. And then I can just skip the other ones if it's not something of interest to me. Like maybe I want to get the scoop on a new cruise ship and I see a training listed that's coming up on Wednesday from a certain brand that I have interest in, or I wanted to learn all of the updates with Hyatt Hotels and I see that there's a webinar from the national sales manager about all of the changes and upgrades and new things with Hyatt Hotels, then I'll sign up for that one. So you get the idea. I love this benefit because it keeps me informed on destinations and brands that I care about and want to be selling, and I want to stay up on the latest and greatest news. It also allows me to sort of meet the sales manager or national sales team of that property or destination or tour company, so that way I have that contact information so I can reach out later and follow up or check availability or request a proposal, and I already have that person's name, and I can say that, hey, I participated in your recent webinar as a nice intro to the email. But also, a great host agency will have a directory of every contact person that you need with all of the suppliers and vendors that you will potentially work with. So that is also a great resource. You don't have to hunt down contact information for a hotel in San Diego or a tour operator that is in Italy, because the host agency will have all of that supplier information for you and have also vetted these companies to decide and select who are the preferred vendors. So you can also trust that these suppliers and vendors and hotels are great at what they do and great at the service they provide. Okay, next up is support. So the support levels that a host agency will provide can be different with each host agency. So it's a great question to ask a potential host agency about the support that they will be providing you as one of their travel agents. An air desk. An air desk can be support for you if you decide to book airline tickets for your clients. The air desk will help you and answer questions and support you. Or if you want to offer air to your clients but you don't want to book it, you can send the referral to your air desk and they can work on it for you. So that is something that a host agency might provide and might not provide, so it's good to check on that. Supplier relationships. So I already mentioned this one, but usually a host agency will have someone on their team or a couple people that will manage those relationships, like with Marriott Hotels or with Hyatt Hotels or a certain cruise line. That supplier relationship manager will be the contact between the host agency and that supplier. So if you ever have issues or questions about a certain supplier, you could go to that supplier manager and have some assistance. Accounting. There's usually a person with that host agency that can help you with questions about payments, how a supplier is paid, and commission questions, anything that you have that is around accounting. Tech support. There's usually a person on the team that will help you with any questions that you have about any technology that they have provided to you to use in order to track your commissions, book airline tickets, things like that. Marketing. Some of the larger host agencies can help you with marketing assistance. Some of this can be in graphic design or marketing training. So also a good question to ask a potential host agency if that's the type of support that you are looking to have. FAM trips. FAM trips stands for familiarization trips. And a host agency can receive invitations from tour companies, destinations, hotel brands to share with their agents and advisors in case anyone is interested in going to that property or that destination to check it out because they've got clients interested, or they have leaned into that niche, that specialization, and they really want to get familiar. They might want to go on that trip. So some host agencies receive FAM invitations and then share them with the group of advisors, and you can apply to go on that trip. This is just a great way for suppliers and hotels and destinations to set a certain date for a small group to come and experience their resort and invite host agencies along to put it out there for their advisors to join. Events. So very often, a host agency has access to travel industry events for travel advisors. And this can be their own event that they host for all of their travel advisors. And they also invite suppliers and hoteliers and travel brands to come so you can meet and network with them. And they also have access to larger travel industry events, so they will help you get signed up as an attendee and give you all the information that you need in order to participate in that conference or trade show. So as you get started with your research, there's a website called hostagencyreviews.com. I'll list it below. That is a great website that has a ton of information on all the different host agencies and compares them and gives you the size of the agency, where they're located, some of the benefits of joining them, how to get in touch with them, and things like that. So as you get started contacting them, there's a list of things that you're going to want to know. And these things will help you decide which host agency fits you best according to your experience, the support that you think you might need, the training that you would like to have, and the commission structure that you find comfortable. What is their commission structure? Do they do a split? Do they have a monthly fee? What does that look like for them? Make sure that they do have an IATA affiliation, which most do. Can you have your own branding for your travel agency working under the umbrella of their host agency? Meaning your travel company name, your colors, your own website that has your design, and all of that that represents you as your travel company working as an affiliate of them. Do they supply any lead generation? Some host agencies do, and some host agencies do not. Personally, I don't think you should rely on lead generation coming from anywhere else besides the business that you're building and working on your own marketing and your own referral program with your clients. But it's always nice to have an additional perk if that host agency can send leads your way, especially when you're getting started. Getting the word out that you are a new travel agent can be challenging, so any help is welcome. Is the host agency associated with any consortias? Examples of these are Virtuoso Travel, Signature Travel Network, Travel Leaders, and there are more. These are hotel brands, tour operators, and cruise lines that have joined into that consortia to be listed under their directories and have a level of service that is represented in that particular consortia. It's a little confusing, but you could go to those websites and dig in a little bit deeper and learn more about these select groups of travel suppliers, hotel brands, and cruise lines and partners that are under each one. So that was Virtuoso, Signature Travel Network, and Travel Leaders. Those are three of the major consortias that are in the travel industry. So being with a great reputable host agency gives you the brand affiliation right off the bat as soon as you start as a travel agent under their umbrella, giving you a solid reputation before they even really know you by name as a travel agent. Which means as you go out and meet hotel sales managers, hotel brands, cruise lines, tour operators, and you say which host agency you're with, they already recognize you as part of that host agency, and you already have a reputation behind you, even if they don't know you by name yet. I find this to be extremely valuable because as I reach out to a new hotel that I might not know anyone from yet, they know my host agency, so we are familiar with each other immediately. You'll also want to take note if a host agency focuses more on luxury travel or on mid-tier travel, and compare that with who you think your clients are going to be, and just make sure that they're a good fit for the business that you are going to build. So I hope this video has been really helpful, and I'm super excited for you to set out on your journey to become a new travel agent. Please pop any questions that you have in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer them as best I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.